Hello friends, welcome to Creative Medicine. In this lecture, we will learn about.
Hello friends, let us now learn the uh, posterior triangle. So posterior triangle, the apex of the posterior, so this is the posterior triangle. So first we will see the boundaries of the posterior triangle. The apex of the posterior triangle is formed by the meeting point of sternocleidomastoid muscle and the trapezius muscle. Apex is formed by the meeting point of sternocleidomastoid muscle and trapezius muscle, whereas base is formed by the clavicle, that is superior aspect of medial 1/3 of the clavicle. Anteriorly, anterior border of this posterior triangle is formed by posterior border of sternocleidomastoid, whereas the posterior border of the posterior triangle is formed by anterior border of the trapezius. Posterior border of the posterior triangle is formed by the anterior border of the trapezius. So if you see the nerves, the apex is the meeting point of the sternocleidomastoid and trapezius. So if you see, it is covered by, this posterior triangle is covered by investing layer of deep cervical fascia, and it has four nerves. So it has lesser occipital nerve, which is C2, greater auricular nerve, which is C2 and C3, and transverse cervical nerve, which is C2 and C3. So it has lesser occipital nerve C2, greater occipital nerve C2, C3, and transverse cervical nerve, which is C2 and C3. And it also has supraclavicular nerves. So these are the structures. These nerves are piercing the roof, or they are present in the roof of the posterior triangle. Right. Now, what are the Now, if you see the floor of the posterior triangle is formed by semispinalis capitis, splenius capitis, levator scapulae, scalenus medius, and first digitation of serratus anterior. The floor of the posterior triangle is formed by semispinalis capitis, splenius capitis, levator scapulae, and scalenus medius, and first digitation of serratus anterior. So this is the floor of the posterior triangle. Then if you see the contents of the posterior triangle, I know it is so complicated. So the posterior triangle is divided into two triangles. One is occipital triangle. Second, we have supraclavicular or subclavian triangle. Occipital triangle contains lesser occipital nerve. So this is lesser occipital nerve, greater auricular nerve, transverse cervical nerve, and supraclavicular nerves are present. But now in the contents, if you see, we have occipital artery. In the occipital triangle, we have occipital artery. Then we have spinal accessory nerve, occipital artery, spinal accessory nerve, which is important, are occipital artery, spinal accessory nerve. This is spinal accessory nerve. Then you have dorsal scapular nerve, which is present here, dorsal scapular nerve. Then we have transverse cervical nerve, artery. We have transverse cervical artery, dorsal scapular nerve. Then we have transverse cervical artery. Then we have external jugular vein, and subclavian artery and subclavian vein are also present. Subclavian artery and subclavian vein are present in the supraclavicular triangle. In supraclavicular triangle, you have transverse cervical artery, external jugular vein, subclavian artery, subclavian veins, and also suprascapular artery and suprascapular nerves are present. So in the subclavian triangle, we have the transverse cervical artery. See, this is the transverse cervical artery, which is coming from subclavian or supraclavicular triangle and going into occipital triangle. It has external jugular vein, subclavian artery, subclavian vein, suprascapular artery, and suprascapular nerves. So these are the main parts of subclavian triangle. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, and thank you for watching.